Hello there, welcome back to my channel. It's James here, and I hope you're doing really well. I am back. I was away for 2 weeks in Australia, in Sydney, having an amazing time, enjoying the sun, enjoying the plants, wandering around the botanical gardens. I was there for a wedding, and it was definitely hard coming back here. It's definitely a temperature difference. Definitely makes me wonder whether London is my long-term home. Who knows? But I have my plants to come back to, I have my students to come back to, so here I am. And yeah, back for some videos. As you can probably hear, hopefully if it's working, the audio should be a little bit better because I've got one of these now. It's been a long time coming, but it was about time because the audio was terrible. Right, so I am back with my plants. Obviously, within 2 days of being back, I ordered a new plant, even though I kind of told myself that I wasn't going to now that it's cold because I didn't want anything to die on the way. But there is a box in the background. I haven't done an unboxing for a while. That is what we're going to do today. A lot of people have been requesting a sort of little look at what I do for my plants over the winter, and I will show you. It's not what's the word? It's not aesthetically pleasing. It's not nice to look at all. It's literally just a greenhouse with all my plants stuffed in it, because that's what works at the moment so far. And actually a lot of them are doing better than they were before, which is great. That said, someone did turn off the heating in the room where my plants are while I was away. And yeah, there wasn't as much growth as I was hoping for. But nothing died, which is good. A couple of alocasias are on their way to dormancy, but that's completely fine. So yeah, in this box, which I will bring over right here, we have a plant that I have been curious about for a long time. I've wanted it for pretty much a year, more or less, maybe a little bit more. But it's been hard to find, and every time I have seen it, the price has been a little bit too high, or by the time I've kind of convinced myself that it's not, it's just been gone. So I saw this and I thought, I am going to get it this time and just experience something other than a philodendron or an anthurium in my collection. I have got things other than that, but those are definitely the predominant species in my collection. So, big box. Don't know if that's indicative of the size of the plant. It said on the description that it was going to have medium-sized leaves. I don't know what that means for this particular plant. It's got some nice pink arrows on it just to show the courier service not to have it upside down, which is useful because I have definitely received plants before that have been turned upside down. Soil all over the place, leaves all over the place. Hopefully that will not be the case here. Right, so I'm just going to open it up, and I will tell you a bit about it while I'm opening it. So this in here is a cercestis mirabilis. Is that how you say it? Cercestis mirabilis. I'm pretty sure. Again, I probably should have checked before I started recording this. I can already see it. It's also known as the African embossed AROID, I think. Embossed meaning like printed, because apparently the patterns on the leaves, which you hopefully will see in a second, are ooh, there's something extra in here. Multiple extra things. What does this even mean? Oh goodness, this is exciting. Okay, I don't actually know what's in here. I ordered one plant and I've already seen 3 plants in here, which is a little bit ridiculous. I know that the guy who sold me this watches these videos. Oh, this is exciting. I wasn't expecting this at all. Okay, so what was I even talking about? Yeah, the leaves of the cercestis mirabilis have like that white printing on them, which is why it's called the embossed AROID. I'm really excited now. Right, and we'll try not to look until I've got everything open. Okay, I've looked. Right, what have we got here? Okay, so I'm going to take out the cercestis and we're going to look at the 2 plants that are not that one first, just see what they are. I think, oh my god, these are really nicely packaged as well. Everything's kind of taped to the bottom. They're wrapped in aluminium foil, just to make sure there's not too much, they don't dry out too much during postage. Where's my knife gone? Where is my knife? Here it is. So we're going to go through that. I always appreciate when people avoid using plastic, so this is really, really great. Can I see? Oh, I can see something familiar in there as well. So this is great. Let's get a little bit through there. I'm sorry, this is another one of those situations where you just watch me struggling. I think this is an adansonii, what I'm looking at here. We will take it out and have a look. I'm not 100% sure. I struggle a little bit with Monstera. There are a lot that look very, very similar. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. One last little tape to cut, I think. Yeah. One here. Oh no, one more. There we go. This is like a proper operation. Right, so unexpected plant number 1. I'm assuming it's an adansonii. I'm not sure. But yeah, beautiful. I don't actually have a green adansonii at the moment, so if that's what it is, I'm pretty happy with that. I always love another AROID. Yeah, it's beautiful. Really, really lovely. Let's have a little peek at the roots. I don't know if they're labelled at all. Probably not. I might message him and find out exactly what it is afterwards, but if it's an adansonii, that is fantastic. I love one. Really nice roots as well. I really enjoy it when people stick it in these transparent cups because you can tell what's happening with the roots. And I normally don't repot things when I get them shipped for a week or two. And when they have this, when they're in a cup like this, it's really easy to tell when the roots are ready to pot them on. So that is fantastic. Look at that, beautiful. Lovely little adansonii. I'm assuming, I might be wrong. If I am, I will put down in the description below what it actually is. Yeah, I will also put the link to this guy's Etsy page because he had some really, really cool plants. Really cool plants. Tons of Warocqueanum, Queen Anthurium for actually quite good prices, relatively. And what else was there? Yeah, there was a couple of other Anthurium, and then obviously the cercestis, which is super exciting. Right, second unexpected plant. I know what this is. This is an Alocasia Frydek. Is that right? Yeah. Definitely Alocasia Frydek. I have one of these that is very unhappy. I got it as a... I've shown you, I think, in the past, but I got it as a... Why can't I speak? I'm too like... this is not what I was expecting. I got it as a plug, so one single leaf, really, really small, maybe like this tall when I got it. And it's just struggled ever since, and now that winter's hit, it's really struggling. So this is fantastic. What I may do is pot them up together just so I have a slightly bigger Frydek, and that's wonderful. It's really beautiful. It's got those sort of velvety leaves, which is quite uncommon for Alocasia as far as I can tell. I've only seen the black velvet, this one. I think that's pretty much it. There might be a couple more that I haven't seen. But yeah, I really, really love Alocasia. So thank you very much for my second surprise plant. Adansonii, Alocasia, lovely. And now comes the main event. This one is very nicely packed as well. I'm just going to get my knife back in there again, see what I can do. It is wrapped in a plastic bag to keep it nice and moist. I will definitely reuse it, so do not worry about that. I don't want to break any of the leaves, and I'm trying not to look too much because I like to react to it once it's already out. Come on. Okay, while I'm doing this, let's talk a little bit more because I'm going to be here for a while. Yeah, so this guy, I know, what you'll see again in a second, but the markings on the leaves don't actually stick around for the whole life of the plant. A lot of AROIDs, the shape of their leaves kind of changes as they mature, so they'll start in a certain form, and then as they get older, as they mature, they sometimes completely shift. My favourite example of that is the, what's it called? Lupinum. So the lupinum, if you've seen it, it starts as like a very small heart-shaped velvety leaf. It's kind of like the micans. And then as it matures, it changes completely. It starts lobing, and then the velvet, just waving this knife around, the velvet kind of disappears completely, and it becomes like a really shiny, smooth, tri-lobed leaf, so with two little ears sticking out the side and then a big tongue. Yeah, it's really, really cool. And this guy, the cercestis, as it matures, it actually kind of gets ugly from what I've seen. So the leaves get really big. They can get up to like 1 meter long, 1 meter wide, over that. And they lose their white markings. So actually, for collectors, the younger form, sort of the immature to semi-mature, is where it's at. I'm struggling with this. Almost there. Almost there. But yeah, Sydney was great. I know that as far as tropical places in Australia go, it's not that warm, but compared to the UK, it's just ridiculous. And the kinds of plants that they had growing outdoors in the botanical garden there, and even just like lining the streets, mind-blowing. There's a park in central Sydney called Hyde Park. I feel like a lot of their names are very similar to London names, but there's a Hyde Park in the centre of Sydney, next to the Westfield shopping centre, and underneath there's got all these ficus trees. I think they're Benjamina. I didn't actually look properly, but huge ficus trees. And then underneath them they've got all these Thermatophyllum and massive Monstera. And it was just really, really beautiful. And all just chilling outside. It was amazing. Okay, it's enough chat. I'm gonna like properly get this out and we can have a look together. Come on. As you can tell, this is well packaged. Oh. Oh my god, I feel so stupid. That I can see there's 2 more little bits there. This is always the danger of doing an unboxing. It just turns into a battle. 1 more. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Oh no, this wasn't 1 more, there's 1 more. For God's sake! Okay. Kill it, get rid of it. Ugh. Right. Sorry about that little plant. So it's in a Ziploc. I'm just going to lay it down here and slowly pull it out. Maybe I'll just cut through that. This is more challenging than it looks, I promise. I'm not just being dense. So I guess I won't be reusing this plastic bag. It's really, really taped shut. But that is fine. I'd rather the plant be safe. Okay. And here we go. Right. It's out. It's ready to be looked at. Okay. Right. So right here I have, oh my god, it's gorgeous. I have a cercestis mirabilis. So these are the immature leaves. They have that like quite intense white marking on the leaves. That one I think in particular you can see. Just look at that. That is ridiculous, isn't it? Ridiculous. It's such like I don't even know the word. It's such a striking plant. Really, really nice. I don't know, those of you who live in kind of in Europe and temperate areas, there are quite a lot of AROIDs. I know very little about temperate AROIDs, but there are quite a lot of AROIDs that grow in like a temperate climate that sort of are annual, so they grow up in the spring and summer and then die back during the winter, and they look quite similar to these, like the texture and the shape of the leaves, and I've even seen some that have like a similar patterning on the leaves too. Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's kind of hard to tell because that leaf is a little bit crumpled, but the shape of that is just stunning. Huge, huge, like ears, and then that lovely triangle shape, and wow. I'm very, very happy with that. So that was quite a long unboxing for one plant, but really, really lovely to get 2 little surprise plants there as well. So I would definitely recommend this seller on Etsy. Like I said, I'll put his page down below. I'm gonna probably keep this guy. I think it's in, yeah, it's in some kind of wrap. I'll keep it there for probably a week or so, just let it settle into my greenhouse space, and then I'll repot it. And you'll definitely see this on my Instagram. I might even take a picture today before I head off to work. So yeah, thank you for watching. Welcome back. Hope the audio is a little bit better. I'm nervous because the lightning socket on my iPhone sometimes like ejects things that I plug into it. So it may be that there's no audio at all and I have to do this again. Hopefully I don't. Yeah, go follow me on Instagram, slugplants. I'll put it up there somewhere. And subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos about some plants. Thank you. And I will see you soon. Hope you have a lovely evening, morning, day, week, and bye.